It's that time of the season, guys. Match week 46 in the Championship. We have come down to the final day, and the only thing left to play for is the playoffs. However, it's a very intense playoff race with 5 teams still being able to make them. Relegation for Reading was confirmed midweek as Huddersfield got a narrow 1-0 win against already promoted Sheffield United. So the Terriers are staying up. The Royals are going down, as well as the Seasiders and the Techs. So, in this video, we're going to be mainly talking about the playoffs. A lot of nothing games, however you want to call it. However, every side wants to end well going into the following campaign. And we start off at already relegated Wigan against surviving Rotherham United, who travel there. Rotherham, usually see them going down. However, they are staying up this time round. And in this one, I think they end the season with a 2-1 away victory against Wigan. Wigan really unlucky this season. They did start off really well, to be honest, didn't they? For what people were expecting of them. However, as the season went on, they just struggled to get points. And if that 3-point deduction didn't happen, it could have brought it to the final day. However, that's not been the case. I believe they could have anyway. I think they would have been on 46 points if they still had that extra 3 points. Anyway, though, it's not to be. And for me, Rotherham will win 2-1 in this one. Off to the champions next. Burnley against Cardiff. Cardiff now, they will be surviving, unfortunately. It is what it is. They were very close. If only Reading didn't get that 6-point deduction, it could have been a different story. However, they take on Burnley, already promoted. They'll be in the Premier League next season with Vincent Kompany. In this one, Burnley, to round off a fantastic campaign, with a 3-0 solid home victory. Huddersfield versus Reading is the next game. This one could have been so incredible, but it's not going to be. Huddersfield spot that, but they did save themselves in the process. This would have been incredible. A shootout between these two sides to see the winner of this one would have stayed up. That would have been incredible. But yeah, it's not going to happen anymore. Huddersfield surviving. Reading going down to League One. A big rebuild needs to happen at that club. 6-point deduction yet again. I think they had that last season as well. In this one, though, Huddersfield to get the 3 points. 2-0 to the Terriers. And another 2-0 I'm predicting is at Luton against Hull. Well, which way? To the Hatters, going into the playoffs with momentum. And I think they're the best form side in the playoffs right now going into it. So they'll have the momentum going into it. Against Hull, who, as I've said multiple times, next season looks to be really exciting for them. And I hope they do well next season. As for Luton, they could find themselves in the Championship next season or the Premier League. They'll be hoping the latter of those. Let's see if it happens. 2-0 to Luton in this one. Up next, the playoff race well and truly gets underway. This could be a playoff semi-final or a playoff final if both sides do well in the playoffs. If both end up getting it, Middlesbrough already confirmed to get the playoffs. Coventry need, I think it's a point to confirm their place in the playoffs. I could be wrong on that one. In this one, I'm going for a 6-goal thriller. No side to win it. 3-3 draw at the Riverside. Very good game of football to happen here. Next up, we go to Blues against Sheffield United. Tough game to predict this one, but I'm going to end on a 1-1 draw for both sides. Sheffield United unlucky not to get anything against Huddersfield midweek. As for Birmingham, poor season overall, because we did have some expectations that we would do a little bit better, and at some point in the season it did look like they could do a bit better. They didn't, but I'm going to say ending on a 1-1 draw. Norwich against Blackpool next up. Norwich now, what a disappointing campaign for them. Like the same for Blackpool. However, they were expected to be down there this season. In this one, absolutely nothing to play for. Boring game for me. 1-0 to Norwich, but it could go either way. It's absolutely nothing in this game. To Deepdale as Preston take on Sunderland. Sunderland still dreaming of a playoff place after winning League One playoffs last season. Can they get into the Premier League from 2 straight promotions? It's only things you see on career mode these days, but can Sunderland make it a reality? We'll have to wait and see. Against Preston, who who are out of the playoff race now. I do think Sunderland will get over the line here in a 2-0 away victory. Will it be enough though? We'll have to wait and see. QPR versus Bristol is the next one. Like QPR, bit of a redemption really from Gareth Ainsworth's men. And they take on Bristol City, who next season could be looking at finishing in the top 6. In this one though, not too sure what's going to happen. I'm just going to say 1-1. To the .com next, Swansea against West Brom. We've had the better against West Brom recently in the last 3 or 4 games. West Brom, they need to win to keep their playoff hopes alive of finishing in it, but they need other results to go their way also. In this one, I'm going to back the Swans to end the season on a high. It would be 9 unbeaten. New chairman, Andy Coleman, I think his name is. Hopefully next season will be good for the Swans. But in this one, 2-1 to the Swans. Bit biased, I know, but I do think we could get something here. Up to Vicarage Road next, and it's Watford taking on Stoke. 2 sides in mid-table, and I think it's going to end 2-2 at Vicarage Road. Not much to play for in that one. And the final game is absolutely massive. MILLWALL taking on Blackburn Rovers. Now, Blackburn Rovers, I remember, I think it was January, they had not drawn a game all season. Millwall, they were flying. Dropped off a little bit as of the turn of the year, and now just needs, I think it's a point to get in the playoffs. I might be wrong in that one completely. A win, I'm pretty sure, and it does secure their playoff place as they go into it in the playoffs. I think they'll get it. 1-0 against Blackburn. Blackburn, no. Could they get it? Be very close to see. They'd have to win this one, of course. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please drop a like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one very soon. I'm not too sure if I did my prediction score earlier on in the video. If I didn't, then it is 297. Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Goodbye.